potentially for cloud-based identity data stores as well. Again, the self-service capabilities that are built in to Microsoft Identity Manager, as well as role-based access control and other features as well, such as the ability to report and audit and attest to the activities that are going on within the identity management system. The PowerShell management agent, which we talked a good bit about, again opens a lot of doors. Any system that is PowerShell ready can be managed with the PowerShell management agent. And then we also have the additional password synchronization capabilities that really provide you the capability to have a single password for users across the organization. So even if there may be a legacy system or application that uses a different user ID, we can still maintain that same password across the enterprise. So that really brings us to the end of the technical part of the webinar. I do want to take just a moment to talk about a new signature offering that we have in coordination with this webinar, and that is for an identity management strategy session with myself or one of the other solution architects within New Signature. And this session would focus on the current lifecycle management process you may have in place today. This would be around employees, contractors, potentially students, maybe it's business partners or vendors. We'll also look at the current identity lifecycle management requirements you may have. These could be contractual or regulatory requirements. It could be internal security policy requirements. We'll look at both onboarding and offboarding scenarios for identities within your organization. We'll start talking to you about access management and how you can deploy role-based access control using Microsoft Identity Management Platform, so you're controlling access to applications, services, and data. How MIM 2016 can be leveraged to meet your identity requirements both now and looking forward into the future. And the output of that strategy session would be a budgetary estimate for the cost of an appropriate identity management solution based on Microsoft Identity Manager. So with that, Kristen, I think I'm turning it back over to you.
Thanks, Steve. And if anyone is interested in the strategy session, please feel free to email us at info@newsignature.com. I'm going to go over and head to the chat box. If you would like to ask questions, please place them right there. So I'll give you a second if anyone has any questions.
Hey, Steve, it's Pete McKenzie. How long do you think this strategy session? Is it a couple of hours or?
Typically a session like this would be a couple of hours. It could be shorter, it could be a little longer depending on the size of the organization and the complexities involved.
Thanks.
Thank you. And if you have any questions, the same email address will work, info@newsignature, and we would be happy to answer those. And we're going to hand it over to Peter McKenzie.
Thanks very much. So, Steve, that was an outstanding summary. I mean, you took us through the building blocks of identity management. You gave us essentially a roadmap that kind of gives us a good, better, best scenario. And then at the end, you said, you know, if you need your AED Connect, or at least almost everyone does, but here's the additional things if you have a business need for it that we can do as a group using MIM 2016 and take, you know, kind of, as you said, full control of the management as opposed to just the synchronization of the identities. Kristen, I don't seem to have control yet. There we go. Thank you.
Got it?
Yep. So can you go to the next slide, please? And I'll just take a second. For those of you that have been on this webinar before, you have seen this, but I'll take a second to give a little bit more information on the background of New Signature so that you are aware of where our identity practice fits into all our other offerings. But no matter which scenario you're talking about, we are focused first and foremost on providing our clients with a great customer experience. We do that using the Microsoft solutions and services, or the Microsoft platform, and we do all of our projects through a plan, operate, or plan, build, and operate scenario, with operating really being the key to management after. Can you take us to the last slide? Thank you. So here on the green pillars, oh sorry, yeah, that one. Here on the green pillars, you'll see our professional services organization, of which Steve is one of our members, and you'll see under platform and productivity the identity management practice. So the offer that we put up on the screen, please take advantage of people like Steve. They're dying to talk about your identity and give you a bit more information on how what we talked about in general today can fit specifically for you, even if you don't use our services. So please take advantage of that afterwards and contact us through the email address that Kristen mentioned. The other things we do under that platform productivity are the infrastructure technologies, the cloud productivity, and the cloud platform practices. And then we also have an arm that does custom design when off-the-shelf products don't fit it. So we build mobile applications, we build websites and web apps, we do a ton of portals and intranets, which is where I'm very interested in that last part that Steve mentioned about the Azure B2B service to work with our customers and clients outside of the organization. That's a huge pain for everyone and a concern, and you want that to be a great user experience for your clients, so something to get right. In the middle in blue, the managed services, so 3 offerings there depending on what you're looking for and what size of an organization you have. We have the TMX, or Technology Management Experience, where you're really outsourcing everything to us. And then you have the New Signature IMX services, where it's more of our managed of your infrastructure environment. And then lastly, we have the Cloud Management Experience, where we are doing essentially TMX, but for all your services in the cloud. And then lastly, in the orange section, we have our Cloud Applications practice, where we take a number of the solutions we built for clients over the year that are repeatable, and we package them up and sell them out to our clients. You know, a good example is New Signature's Cloud Management Portal, where you are accessing an application we built in the Microsoft Store and allowing you to get more granularity on chargebacks and usage within the Microsoft portal. So with that, Kristen, I'll turn it back to you to wrap up.
And real quickly, Kristen, before you step in, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone that attended today and that has attended all 3 of the webinars. I hope they were beneficial, and I really enjoyed working on the content to present to you, and look forward to the next one. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you, Peter. Just stay connected with us. You can see our upcoming events at newsignature.com/events. Follow us on Twitter at newsignature.com, and of course, we're on LinkedIn. We really appreciate your time today, and you'll be receiving this recording within 48 hours. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Goodbye.